What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check this out. I thought I'd make this quick video, man, on how to record vocals, a home-based studio that's more advanced. How about that? First things I want to say is no matter what DAW you're using, whatever DAW you're using, that doesn't make a difference. Your number one thing you need to do to make a difference in your vocals is to buy the best microphone you can afford. This is a Shure microphone. You'll see this in a lot of podcasts and different things. Great mic for everyday talking and speaking like we're doing now, and cutting vocals. Rappers, a lot of rappers want to get into the mic and start ripping, and this mic can handle that. It compresses slightly, and we'll get into the settings and all that type of stuff. But I wanted to start off with this mic. I think it came with a package of it's two mics that came with it, and you get some other toys to play with, and $150 or $250 or $300 type package. You want to spend as much money as you can on your microphone. So I'm going to say something into this one. This is with it off. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I can hear a difference in the clarity in my headphones, and then when you get real close to it, I can hear it distorting also. So your first thing you want to do is get the most expensive microphone that you can afford. Let's just get started. That's number one. I guess this would be number two. Number two is you want your mic chain. You don't want to run, unless you run it into a preamp. You want to run your mic directly into, we're running into a duet. You don't want to put some generic equalizer or anything like that in your mic chain. You want to go straight as you can to that computer, which is recording and laying it down to the hard drive. That's number one. You can use compressors, EQs. A lot of people get back and forth with, what should I use first? Should I EQ my sound and then compress, or should I compress first and then EQ? If you're using just one unit, I would recommend to compress first. If you EQ first what you don't like in the sound, then you compress it. The sounds that you might like is being compressed back to what you getting back to where you was at. I played this song for a couple of people. I did a song for Diddy. I had a dream that Diddy beat the case, basically. So then I wrote this song, and then it turned into something different. We're going to talk about background vocals and lead vocals and everything, and how this whole song came about. So I'm going to go right up to the first verse, and then we're going to stop. So let's check it out. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. 1 2. It was all a dream. This one goes out to everybody who suffered and made it through. It was all a dream. I had a dream. Diddy walk free. Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run. I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see 1 meal, and you got heaven but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. You can hear all the effects that's on the vocals. Okay, let's break down recording these vocals. So what I did was I was right here into this microphone, quiet room, of course. Make sure your room is flat and dead. It's not a lot of stuff bouncing off in this room. You don't need to be in a booth. One of the things about recording vocals, man, rappers, singers, whatever you're doing, you don't want you don't want this. You get more of the room sound, so you don't want, people thinking they cute. You want to have at least 2 fingers. You want that person in that microphone. You want almost a complete chain of the words coming out your mouth going straight into the microphone. You want to be something like this. The mic is picking up exactly, and you're getting a room sound like this, and the person is screaming. That's no. So anyway, that's first. Let's see something.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So
one of the secrets that I was taught when I first started recording is your hook, your chorus. You want to sing your hook or your chorus at least 2 times at the least. Double it up or triple it up, quadruple. In this case, I sung it 4 times and spreaded them. As you can see, it's panned a little bit to the left. The next one is panned a little to the right. The next one is a little offset. This helped give you a stereo sound. You got one person singing here, one person singing over here, and one person, left and right. Now, very important. A lot of people will take and sing it one time, right? This is a no-no. And then they will copy this on the 4 different tracks. This is the exact same signal, and you copy it on 4 different tracks and then pan it. No, it's not going to work that way, because it is humanly impossible for you can sing every piece exactly the same. Your vocals it vibrates when you talk or sing. So you're going to be a little faster, a little slower on each part. So if you listen to one of them.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but
okay, now let's play 2 of them at the same time. One of them is going to be off slightly or whatever. Look at this, y'all. Watch this. I can look at this wave file right in this area, and I can tell. See how this is peaking up? Let's get a little bigger. See how this is peaking up and this got 2 peaks down? So it's humanly impossible to sing it the exact same way. When I'm laying vocals or when I'm working on vocals, the first thing I work on is the chorus. I get that chorus laid down, and then I cut and paste the chorus throughout the song. That's the first thing you want to do. So you lay down the first vocal, make sure your artist or you get it. You got your chorus down packed over and over again. Once you got it, you lay it down, and I laid it down in sections. So the first section is this right here. Okay, I'm supposed to be doing a video. I'm over here fixing stuff. Okay, these 2 together.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run,
I can hear the difference. I got one of them over here a little bit and the other one over here a little bit. So you got,
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG.
Now I'm going to get into the effects and everything also. Now for time's sake, I'm just going to play all 4.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but
and it sounds like the effects is too much, and you got to ignore that because we're not playing the music. Now, if you add the music to it.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run.
I'm trying to get like a crowd of us singing it. I can imagine somebody on a ladder with a jukebox, and the party is, I had a dream, did he walk free? But they outside, so I used a vocal plate. Oops. That's a whole different reverbs. What types of reverb should you use to actually give people the ambience of where they think they at? So in this case, we use a strong vocal plate and everything. Okay, now let's go to one channel by itself.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace.
Okay, the first thing I'm doing is compressing. In Logic, they have a lot of presets. I always go to your presets first. Now, I'm not going to go over everything in this video, but if you want to know more, leave me a comment. Let me know. I don't really understand compressing. It took me so long to understand what the heck is compression, and I can break it down to you. So please leave me a comment if you want to know more. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Wait a minute. I didn't even bring it. Y'all can't see. I got double screens. Y'all can't see. So this is the compressor I'm using. And in fact,
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So
you notice, just so you can understand compressing a little bit, it's hard to explain to make sure y'all all get it. You see the 0 line? You see how this is on the 0 line? It's recording and it's showing you how much it's taken away. So we bouncing, I always try to bounce like around -5. This is hitting a little over -5, but it's a background vocals. We taking away a lot more because there's going to be 4 of them. It's 4 background vocals. So you can compress more, I guess EQ less because it's background. You want it to be normal, but you want to take out the frequencies, and we'll talk about that at the end of the chain. So next in our chain is our EQ. But what I want to tell y'all on the EQ on all vocals or whatever, you should do a roll off. The red area rolled all the way down. Get rid of that in your rap vocals, singing vocals, any type of vocals. Get rid of that. My mixing board. Yeah. Here we go. All right.
I had a dream, did he walk free?
Now you notice how that vocal, because there's only one, it's going to be 4 of them. Listen how low it is. So it's very important to mix your backgrounds in. All your vocals should be mixed in balance within the song.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place.
I'm going to play all of them. This is all background, y'all, right?
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see 1 meal, and you got heaven but act like hell's real. Yeah.
Let's talk about the bussing. You notice that this channel, all 4 of these, is bus to bus 7. Now, you want to bus, it's more like I had a dream. Let's say you had a choir, all these people singing or whatever. You want to, I call it gluing. You want to glue this stuff back together. You got 4 vocals. They all EQ'd the way you want. They panned it and everything, but you want them to be tight. So the first thing I do on my bus, whatever my bus is going to be, which is bus 7 right here, the first thing I do is put a compressor. You want to do another all compression, but slightly. You don't want it to be that hard, so to speak. So now watch this with all of them being compressed.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but
now we got compression first on all the channels, right? Then we got EQ for each channel that's going on. And then we're bussing everything out to another compressor. Each vocal is getting 2 compressors on it. You see what I'm saying? You want to use these compressors, ladies and gentlemen. You want to use your compressors so much. And to be honest, the master will have a compression in it also. So it'll compress everything. You have your background vocals compressed and your master. Your lead vocals and your music all compressed together. So you need to really study and understand compression, because that alone would take your music to a radio sound. Because y'all not gonna believe this. Once you mix and master it and everything, and you send your song to a radio station, they compress it again. They compress it before they send it out to the air. So one more time, compressor.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but
now we're compressing again on 7, and now the diamond EQ. Yeah, this EQ right here is one of my favorite EQs in the world. In fact, I'll cut it off and see if you hear a difference.
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place.
I got the mastering suite on, so the mastering is actually adding a lot of stuff to it. So
I had a dream, did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see 1 meal, and you got heaven.
okay, let's keep moving. What I want to show y'all, the lead vocal is bus 8. Yeah, so let's go to the lead vocal just to give you an overview. Let's start right here.
Here just to see 1 meal, and you got heaven but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. All the headlines faded like they never cared. And all the folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still, private accounts, deleted posts. Even bloggers went ghost like they seen a ghost. But not me, I stood up, heart full of fear. I told them face to face, you can't lie here. That girl was crying, we all seen the tape. And you apologize like that would fix the hate. You had it all, jets, fame, God's grace. But you played it like a game and spit in his face. I had a dream.
All right, let's go over what's happening with the lead vocal. All right, first,
just to see 1 mil.
First thing I did was compress, and this thing is compressed real hard.
Just to see 1 mil. And you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down.
Notice
and
negative
the man
5.
got cleared. All the headlines faded.
You can actually watch like this also. It'll show you it's slightly.
Just to see 1 mil. And you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. All the headlines faded like they never cared. And all the folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still, private accounts, deleted posts. Even bloggers went ghost like they seen a ghost. But not
Now, that's the first thing in the chain. Compress. I always compress first. Now, the lead vocals, as you can see, are EQ different off the break. You don't EQ to what you think your voice sounds better and use that as vocals, background vocals, and use it for your ad libs or whatever, intros and all that type of stuff. You want to EQ for color. Picture EQing as colors. You want a dark color. You want highs as like a hot red color, different things like that. When the lead vocals come in, you want them to stick out. You want them to, if you imagine yourself at a baseball game and the pitcher is on that mount, the pitcher's in the center. He's on the mount. He's higher. He's the highest person on the field. Think about it. The lead vocal. So that's what you want to picture and get him bright in your face, so to speak.
just to see 1 mil. And you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. All the headlines faded like they never cared. And
this EQ, I would love to push a little more highs from this EQ, but I'm using this to kind of add a little flavor on the bass, but dip that muddy sound out. And we'll go over EQ, and also if you want to learn your EQ, your frequencies, what frequencies you should be focusing on. 8, 8, 8. All these 8s are going into bus 8. Every time I make a bus, the first thing I do is throw on solid bus compressor. Now on the lead vocals, I got this cranked up all the way because I want, at any given time, I want all them highs. You can hear almost at the back of your vocals, that air sound.
Yeah, just to see 1 mil. And you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. All the headlines faded.
Also, I love this EQ because of this preamp sound. Then after that, we have one of my favorite EQs. One of my favorite compressors. Now, you can hit this compressor kind of hard. It compresses the vocal. Last thing in my chain is I want to end with a compressor. That way, my overall balance, if anything's sticking out, it's shaved off a little bit, so easier to mix.
Yeah, just to see 1 mil. And you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. All the headlines faded like they never cared. And all the folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still,
see, all them people spoke up. That up was like a shocker to because all them people that spoke up,
headlines faded like they never cared. And all them folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still,
now all them folks that spoke up, this compressor caught it first.
Headlines faded like they never cared. And all them folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still, private accounts delete.
Then you have this compressor, yeah, right here.
Headlines faded like they never cared. And all them folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still,
and these a lot of these compressors, this one right here, the attack is so open. So when you say up, it probably let almost half of that through up, and then it catches. So the compressors can be set to let things come through and then pull back the rest. Like, let's let a little bit through. Just let a little bit through, but don't let it be overwhelming. So the attack, you want a little bit of attack on it, but this is why this compressor is needed. I want you to catch, you the last compressor on the chain. I want you to compress everything as soon as you hear it. Does that make sense?
Headlines faded like they never cared, and all them folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still, private accounts deleted posts, even bloggers went ghost like they seen a ghost. But not me, I stood up, heart full of fear. I told them face to face, you can't lie here. That girl was crying, we all seen the tape, and you apologize like that would fix the hate you had.
Also, this is for a producer point of view. In the beginning, the vocals is laid back or soft, but when the music changed and brought that energy, you want your vocals to change. That girl was crying. You know what I'm saying? You wanna put your attitude into your music. Now I know this is about recording vocals, so you need to record your vocals with that attitude in there also. The attitude is the number one key to all this. Your attitude.
But you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see one.
We about to rap.
You got heaven, but act
check out the attitude.
Yeah, I had a dream, courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down.
I'm setting the scene. I had a dream. Set that tone. When you recording vocals, it gotta come from you first. It gotta come from this microphone first. You and this microphone. If these two things are trash, then your whole song gonna be trash. I don't care what plugins you use. You have to have the attitude. That's the number one thing. Watch it.
Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. All the headlines faded like they never cared. And all them folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still, private accounts deleted posts. Even bloggers went ghost like they seen a ghost. But not me, I stood up, heart full of fear. I told them face to face, you can't lie here. That girl was crying, we all seen the tape, and you apologize like that would fix the hate. You had it all, Jets, fame, God's grace, but you played it like a game and spit in his face. I had a dream, did he walk free?
Gotta have that attitude in there, man. That's what makes the transitions of your music much better. So just to recap real quick, we actually got the number one thing you want to do is you want to EQ your chorus different colors. You want to compress everything. By the time I hit the end of my chain, I'm using 3 compressors, at least 2 EQs. That's my combination. Yeah, one more time, man. One more time, then we're going to get out of here, man. My bad. Hey, yeah. And you got to enjoy your music.
Yeah. 1, 2. It was all a dream. This one goes out to everybody who suffered and made it through. It was all a dream. I had a dream. Did he walk free? Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run. I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see 1 meal, and you got head.
All right, that's enough, man. I got a PDF file, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of giveaways. I got microphones that we gonna be giving away for the world's largest platform, rap platform. Uncle Mike is gonna be go to the world's largest rap contest.com, since that's still the name right now, and actually register. It's free to register for all y'all beat makers if you want more information and more input. But I can show you step by step, and you can get in touch with me through the website. We was giving away microphones, man. I'm giving away a PDF file that shows you where you can guide through In fact, I was supposed to be using that through the whole video. It's better to just freestyle these videos sometimes, man. But there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you can PDF and keep up, low cut. And we can go off of this to get the clarity of your sound. Also, I'm gonna be listening to people's music and stuff over the website. So you sign up for the website. It's all free. It's free. You can pay for 10 different things if you want to support, but it's all free. You can upload, do a picture in the bio. I ain't talking to you if you don't upload a picture in a cover page. And actually upload your music. Let me know if you need help. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. Just check it out and all that good stuff. And let me know in the comments what you would like for me to cover. What are you struggling with making music and everything? And I'll talk to you later. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2. It was all a dream.